It's nice having you here. In today's video, I'll be making peppered Pomo sauce with plantain. Please stay tuned and see how it's going to come out. Here I have the Pomo. This is the soft one, and I've washed it with iron sponge. It's clean in and out. Then I have the plantain. This plantain is not too ripe, it's not overripe, it's still strong. This is the type I like using for this recipe. And I have onions and pepper, and I also have bell peppers, Tatashe, and Shombo. I'll leave a list of all these ingredients in the description box. The description box is the see more text below this video. Just click on it and it will drop down all these ingredients. So let's get cooking. First, the already washed pomo, I'm going to slice it into the shapes and the sizes I want. You can cut it to any size or any shape you want. It all depends on you. Please note that I've washed this pomo with lots of salt and iron sponge, so there is no sand in it. Some people have complained of chewing on sand when they were taking their pomo. I've washed all this, it's completely rid of sand. I've sliced the pomo. Let's go and cook it. Next, in a pot, I add in the diced pomo. Next, I add in water. I add in chopped onions. I add in beef seasoning. Break it in. I add in salt. And I mix in. This process is to get rid of the pomo smell. You know, some pomo have this odor which some of us don't like. So we are going to boil this for 10 minutes. This pomo is already the soft one. If you're using the hard one, you have to cook it for more than 10 minutes. This process is just to get rid of that pomo smell. I'll cover and allow it simmer for 10 minutes. As we wait for the pomo to cook, we'll go ahead and prep the other ingredients. I'll be opening up the bell peppers, the tatashe, and I always remove the seeds because it gives it a somewhat bitter taste. Then I add it into the blender. I also add in the shombo. This is not as spicy as the normal peppers, but if you don't want any spice at all, please remove the seeds as well. I also add in the normal peppers. Please always add as much peppers as you can bear. The tatashe and the shombo are not as spicy as this one. They add a very nice color to your peppered pomo. I'll be blending mine without water because my food processor can take both wet and dry. If you must add water, please add just a little, and I'll be blending it roughly because I want to be seeing the peppers, the texture of the peppers. So this is the texture I got. You can also cut yours with knife, but this is faster for me. I have the plantain here. And I cut it open. Remove the bark. So for this plantain, you can cut it to any shape you want. One good thing with prepping your ingredients is that it gives you an easier cooking by the time you start mixing things. So this is 10 minutes later. This has boiled well and some ingredients has infused in. So I'll just go ahead and drain out this water. It's time for the pepper pomo proper. I add in cooking oil, not so much, just a little. Once the oil gets hot, I add in chopped onions. I'll stir this in. I'm going to stir fry this for 2 minutes on low to medium heat. After 2 minutes, I add in the chopped peppers. You can cut this with the knife instead of adding water. so that it wouldn't have a lot of fluid in it. I'm going to stir fry it for 5 minutes. So I'll be frying this for 5 minutes. I don't want it to fry dry because I want the taste of the peppers to be somehow still fresh. 5 minutes later, I add in thyme leaves, curry powder, a little salt. Remember, we added salt to the cooked pomo, and I break in 1 beef seasoning. And I stir all these ingredients in. You can use whatever spice that appeals to you, but keep it minimal. This doesn't require a lot. And I always say that your seasoning and your salt should be proportional to the quantity of food you're cooking. If you're not sure, you add in little per time and adjust as you cook along. Now I add in the plantain and the pre-cooked pomo, and I will stir all this in. You can decide to fry your plantain before now, but I rather cook it this way so that I wouldn't be dealing with so much oil. I'm going to mix all this in properly. Having combined all this properly, the sauce, the pepper sauce is all over the pomo and the plantain. I'll be covering this pot so that the plantain and the pomo can absorb the ingredients. I'll cover and allow this cook on low heat for 5 minutes. I've been stirring this occasionally during the 5 minutes. So you stir occasionally so that all parts of the plantain will be well cooked, almost fried. I decided to add plantain. You know, in such situations where you're eating a very hot peppered pomo and there is a juicy plantain by the side to cool the peppers. Please like this video if you have watched up to this point. So this is ready now. Let's go ahead and serve it. Believe me when I say that this tastes so good. I hope you replicate this and let me know in the comment section how it came out for you and what you'll be taking yours with. I'll be taking mine with a glass of wine. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.